Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zompocalypse Podcast. I have a scenario for you. This scenario is kind of a good one. This is actually a kind of a common scenario. I'm saying it's common because you see this a lot in movies and books, and I think this is a pretty decent scenario to touch base. I kind of talked about this in a different episode where if you found your best friend as a zombie, what would you do? I said just put him out of his misery and call it good, but I'm actually kind of surprised a lot of people would say just leave him alone or keep him and stuff, which I'm sure I feel in the zombie rules to like get rid of them, just kill him, let him go. But I forgot to mention this, but I remember in The Walking Dead, Michonne has I believe her brothers, or one of us her brother and one of them's her husband or boyfriend, I believe, and she cut their jaws off and their tongue and their arms, so they are completely defenseless, and she used them as decoys so zombies won't come after her. Now, will that work in a regular scenario? I mean, are you able to use them as decoys so no zombies will come after you? I honestly think I think it could work. I mean, if they're kind of like saying, hey, you know, I'm a zombie, you know, and shit like that. So I don't know if they can use. I mean, I'm sure with a living, they'll definitely kill them and definitely will, be good decoys. But that's not the point for today. Maybe we'll touch base with it later on in a different episode. So if you guys want to join in the conversation, send me an email at zompocalypse1@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, and I might read your emails and have an episode just for fan mail, just for you. So send me an email. If you love it, great. If you hate me, fine. You know, honestly, I'm just happy that you're able to take some time out of your day I'm just happy that you take some time out of your day just to listen to me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have a scenario for you from Zombie Survivor Tactics. This is the scenario. Someone you know is grabbed and is been eaten by multiple zombies. That person is desperate and grip pinches you in a stronghold, trying to get you to help them. You feel yourself getting dragged by the swarm as the person holds onto you. What do you do? Well, if we're surrounded by zombies and the person holds on to me as basically trying to drag me with them or trying to help them, at that point in time, you know that they're screwed. There's nothing else that you are able to do to save them, since they're basically getting ripped apart by zombies and they're basically dragging you with them. And I'm imagining you're surrounded, or you're like about to escape a building or escaping an area that somehow they got tripped up and they grabbed you, and both of you got dragged down, and the zombies were able to catch up with the person that you're with. Let's say your buddy or your friend. They grab your friend and they tripped up and they bring you down, and the zombies are able to like biting them and scratching them and basically eating them alive. And you have, obviously, it was some sort of a weapon. And so in this scenario, basically what I would do, unfortunately, I will have to kill them. I have to get myself free and eliminate the zombies that are around them, depending how many zombies are there. But if somehow we're surrounded and there's absolutely no way to escape, I will definitely eliminate them and myself, because if there's no way to escape, I do not want to get bit. I don't want to be alive while my shit's getting torn apart. So at that point in time, I feel that depends on the scenario. Like, there's like so many variables of this scenario that could happen, and I would definitely just, have myself and my friend, I'll just take out my friend and try to take out zombies. But if we're severely surrounded while we're trying to escape a building, then I would just probably eliminate myself and eliminate my friend, so that so we don't have to deal with that pain. If I'm able to escape, I'll eliminate my friend and eliminate many zombies as I can, so I can survive and move on to the next day. But of course, there's so many different types of variables of this type of scenario. But if that type of scenario happens that I'm able to escape, then I'll eliminate my friend and zombies, the closest zombies to me. Let's look at some of these comments here. The top comment here says, answer's the same either way. Whether I'm being pulled in or not, shoot them. It's the most merciful thing to do in a situation with someone is getting eaten alive like that. Enemy, friend, stranger, all the same to me. Every single one of them deserves a bullet and to be put down as merciful as possible. I agree with that. I agree with this top comment here. Unless if it's Christ, I'm going to sound like a total jackass or an asshole at this point. If it's an enemy, I would just say shoot their fucking hands so you get able to escape. Let them get eaten alive. Fuck them. The next comment says, well, it's my survival above theirs, and they're already doomed, so I feel absolutely shit afterwards, but I'll have to kick or cut off the arm or do anything to make them let go, then run. If there's too many Zeds, I can kill them off, at least prevent the guy from turning afterwards. Another comment says, if they get me bit, I shoot them more out of spite than mercy. If I'm not going to be bitten, it's an act of mercy. There are no hard feelings, just a mutual understanding that both would do the same to the other if their predicament. If I can get to them, there's nothing I can do. I'll return and bury them when time comes. At that point in time, depends how many zombies are there. I doubt there's going to be a body left. Unless it's going to be so freaking mangled, you're not going even to see what they even look like at that point in time. So, I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, if you're able to, like, get rid of the zombies that's surrounding them, that's perfect. Then just go from there. The next comment says, if he's already being eaten, then it's probably too late. Therefore, his actions in keeping you there are objectively going to be bad for you, and little to no further benefit to him. Aside from that, few moments of comfort it gets him holding onto another human before he gets ripped apart by the horde. I will try to force his hand or arm to let me loose, and if I can see it rapidly closing in on me, then I might try to hit him with a self-preservation. A quick alternative of mercy, as others have discussed, in the form of shooting them, might also be considered, although it depends on the rules that zombie apocalypse. Sometimes zombies might lose interest in lifeless prey. It will quickly turn to you. So it might be bad to give a mercy, quote unquote, that easily. Therefore, you escape at least. However, if it's a loved one, I'd be more inclined to give them easy way outs, since I don't want them to suffer the last moments horrifically being torn apart. I definitely agree with that statement right there. So far as as so far as I've been reading comments, everybody is basically going to shoot them. Pretty much survival. Your survival comes first. The next commenter says, shoot to wound, prevent them from holding me for the horde. Also by shooting to wound, I give the horde something to keep them busy for a while. I make distance, and the short, I'm paying their blood for my safety and ground. This next commenter said they've probably already been bitten multiple times by this point. No sense in trying to save a dead man. If they were a friend or neutral party, I mercy kill them. If they were an enemy, I'm not spending a bullet on them. They had no business being that close to me. They made their bed so they can die in it. I break their grip and get out of there. I know that sounds harsh, but each and every bullet you have has potential to save your life. Gotta use them sparingly. I agree with that one. Because when the zombie hits, everything, no matter what happens, production stops. Unless you know how to make your own bullets, then yeah, go for it. Another commenter says, they either let go or their hand is coming with me. True. Another one says, quick knowing nod and headshot. Poor lad. Agreed. Here's a nice long comment right here. Sadly, this is something we do see in real life. Multiple drowning incidents or rescue drowning is a situation where a person drowning panics so much that they become dangerous and incoherent, often resulting in both parties drowning. This is why typical suggestions for dealing with drowning victims is to throw or push a floating object to them, which allow them to have something to grab onto and reach a safe space. Alternatively, you have to rescue the person manually. You attack them from behind, grabbing at the person from the ground shoulders to lift them to prevent them from grabbing you. In the situation where you are swimming normally are ambushed by a drowning victim, you need to fight them to prevent them from drowning you and then provide assistance. This can be via providing a floating aid, getting someone to throw a floating aid, or if you feel like you can fight them off, again, approach from behind. And in this case, a person, much like a drowning victim, is guaranteed going to try and kill you, either with the panic grabbing here or as zombies trying to bite you. So before anything else, you need to take a break away from their grasp and that of zombies. This might mean cutting off the hand of the person grabbing you, shooting into the horde, or maybe ditching the garment that the person's grabbing onto. That is a perfect example of a panic victim when someone's drowning or just in a situation like that. I heard something like this while I was in class once. We were learning about different survival tactics, like in school. And when a person is panicked, they will definitely try to drown you. They're so panicked to grab you because you're the only person that's is floating. Well, of course, if a person's drowning, they're panicked. They're going to fucking grab at anything and anyone to help them survive because they're in survival mode. They're panicked, they're in survival mode, and they'll do whatever it takes to save themselves. And that's human nature. And that's a shitty thing to say, but it is. When it comes down to it, to your own survival, everyone else can go fuck themselves. It's them or you. And obviously, you're going to pick yourself. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be your best friend, family member, or whoever. When it comes down to it, you're the only person that's going to be taking them down. So, I totally understand you could be so fucking panicked and everything else. So, with that being said, if you're trying to survive, try to save someone, I believe that's probably the best thing you need to do. You need to approach them from behind or try to frickin' knock them out. because if they're going to be flailing and everything else, but at this point in time, if they're being torn apart and bent, they're pretty much fucked. So just let them go. The next person says, ask for forgiveness and run. If there are multiple, then there's a huge chance if they have a bite in an unamputable area like the neck or side, so they have no chance of survival. The next person says, shoot the person and then the zombies. Hopefully it'll give me some time to get away without getting bitten. I definitely agree on that one. Like, basically all the comments saying shoot the person and leave. There's a lot of good examples in those comments there. So I believe in that point in time, try to survive as best as you can. Get rid of that person who's holding on to you. If they're holding on to your shirt, take your shirt off. If they're holding on to your pants. I hate to say this, but take off your pants off. Or just shoot them. Cut off their hand or shoot them. Plain and simple. So that'll be it for this episode today on Zompocalypse Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Join the conversation today. You can send me an email, look me up on Facebook, and let me know what you think about today's episode. Shit, I'll probably be posting on Instagram too of highlights of this episode. You can shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can shoot me a message on Gmail. That's zompocalypse1@gmail.com, or look me up on all social medias. Thanks everyone for listening. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, help each other out. Join the horde today. See ya.